I don't think Bloodseeker is that good into the matchup. Doom, however,
Mm.
if he manages to get the jump,
No,
could be
no,
enough.
no, no, dude. Dude sucks against the Medusa. You jump in on the Medusa to drop Doom on her. She just stands her ground and continues to click you. She doesn't give a shit about taking pure damage a second. They don't give a shit about like the percentage based damage that Infernal Blade does to you because her max HP isn't that high. It's her mana shield that is the majority of her bulk. Like it's one of the best heroes at dealing with the Doom, in my opinion.
It
Like,
chews
yes,
through
it
her
kind of
mana
sucks
pretty
against the Heaven
quick, but
Halberd.
yeah, you're right. It's like she can stand her ground, and you can itemize for that too, right? You can honestly
Mhm.
like build like Satanic and Butterfly and be like, well, if I get doomed, I can still just sit here and auto attack.
Yeah. Well, I don't even think that you have to build the Satanic. You have someone on your team build yourself up a Vlad, and it's just as good. It's crazy how Satanic really doesn't provide you that much more each lifesteal than Wraith Pact Totem. It's like 30% versus 24.
10 seconds.
Bands out here for the next team. It looks like both teams need their mid laner. I would guess this is actually we've seen Pango go mid lane a lot. RCY
Dyer gets the ban.
still has his Invoker and his Tinker in the pool.
Mhm.
So we could see them opt for something like that.
Yeah.
But they get rid of the Bat Rider next.
They don't have ultimate last pick, unfortunately.
Yeah, not at all.
So they do give Hokori a chance
10
to
seconds.
counter pick if the Tinker comes out.
5 seconds.
And I think if Hokori have lit the Tinker through at this point, then they're going to have some decent solutions to it. Bloodseeker could be like kind of okay against it, but
Radiant gets the ban.
the last pick is they could struggle a little bit. When I see the Quap and the Lina band out, though, like maybe it is going to be the Tinker.
I mean, both
It's
Tinker or
not fun.
Invoker, right? They are pretty decent
Mhm.
lanes for him at this point.
Mhm.
But
But a lot of heroes also to protect like a potential melee mid laner.
10 seconds.
I'd be worried more about the Invoker. The Alacrity buff for Medusa late game is actually really scary.
Dyer's choice.
Whoa, they banned the Underlord. Okay, I mean,
I
this
mean,
is
they're
fine.
convinced that. I think they're convinced that it's just going to be Pago in the mid lane.
Yeah, that would make
With
sense. It's totally still a good matchup.
the Underlord ban, the only time I really think about Underlord is when I think the CK is going to come out.
Yeah, it's got to be Bloodseeker safe lane. I think Hokori definitely are looking for their mid laner. DogChamp here, almost out of reserve time, only 2 seconds banked up, so they got to pick fast. And it's gonna be the Legion. Okay, so a mid lane Pango, and now the Legion Commander, which is solid. It's good in lane. Helps deal with Crystal Maiden with those frostbites.
Mm-hmm. I think it's pretty good at jumping, like forcing the Bloodseeker, the Doom, before they get too much off in team fights, just quickly taking them out, and is going to be solid against most things.
5 seconds. 4, 3, you get it.
You can fight into the Bloodseeker reasonably well. Every time you trade, if you get your passive, you'll come out ahead on those ones if you're fighting into Bloodseeker. A lot of reserve time left on Hokori, though. They've got a good 45 seconds to decide how they want to round their draft up.
What do you think about the mid lane Pango? Like, what are they mostly worried about here on from Hokori? Like, what do they really need?
I mean, they already have their answer in the form of Bloodseeker to deal with this guy. I feel like that's not so bad. Same goes with the CM. You hold him in place with Frostbite, you're fine. You doom before he gets anything off, you're going to be fine. You just pick what's best for the game right now.
I think you
And
need a
I think
damage
that they need a
dealer.
little bit. Yeah, they need a better solution than Medusa, and I think.
Ooh, what about mid Mars?
Mid Mars is actually pretty good, and you got some buffs too. I wouldn't mind that. I'd forgotten about that hero. It hasn't been picked up very much in the Pro Series.
Okay,
But they go for the Invoker instead. That's not the most exciting, but I guess they feel confident. It is a way of burning through Medusa's mana with that EMP. So
yeah,
it's something.
It's definitely not bad. They'll take it for sure. I think overall the mid lane for Pango should still be okay. Destroyer obviously very familiar with the Invoker matchups, so he'll have a pretty good idea. But overall in the draft, how are you feeling? Which one do you like more?
I feel like if this Medusa doesn't have a good game, you're going to have damage problems. Destroyer is going to have to carry this game on his back if Medusa does bad. It's hard to not prefer Hokori after that last game as well. That was like 18 minutes long, man. They took the rack so quickly there. I wouldn't say that I prefer the draft of Hokori that much, but I definitely, if I was a betting man, I would go with Hokori right now. What about you?
I mean, last game looked so dang good. I have a hard time going against them as well. So yeah, I'd say overall, Hokori looked pretty dang strong. Stonebank's Medusa is good, but Lumiere's Bloodseeker is also terrifying. I think Italiano Gangster has to do a lot from this off lane.
Yeah, I really don't care much for Hokori's hat game though. I don't like this Snapfire, this Donkey Kong
What?
64 ass looking. Look at it. He looks like one of the low poly bad guy. I mean, he's got a high polygon count.
What do you mean
on,
low
this
poly?
Snapfire.
He's
It's the low poly bad guys from the Donkey Kong City with those little
oh my
alligator
God.
ass things that run around.
It's supposed to look like that, man.
You know the ones I'm talking about. Don't pretend you don't.
I don't actually. I never really played Donkey
Okay.
Kong.
Whatever. And then this child invoker. Never been a fan of this one.
I love the Invoker persona.
Why?
It's great.
I don't think so. Super weird, man.
All right. Into the game we go. We'll see if DogChamp can hold themselves together, or if Hokori will get the 2-0 that they very desperately need to try and make it to phase 3.
Yeah. Actually, this terrain is kind of hurting my eyes now.
Tá sentindo, ó? Esse cheirinho de desastre.
You were supposed to change it to the winter terrain for the viewers. I imagine you forgot, though.
Yeah, absolutely. Because I realized that I don't like it. I'm pretty sure the default terrain is just substantially better.
I see. Well, then your eyes don't get to hurt like mine do, and you don't get to be in the Christmas spirit, but that's whatever. Oh my god, my eyes hurt extra bad now.
Why?
The blue on white does not look good right
I
now.
think river vials just need to be removed. It's actually something that was like kind of cool initially, but they're so obnoxious, some of them.
I think it's... Well, I was going to say I think it's fine, but right now the white on blue is really hurting my eyes.
There's like...
I might have to change my settings.
There's certain river vials that like actually crush your FPS. It's pretty nuts.
Which ones?
I don't remember what they're called, but
you see,
I've definitely been like in the river and someone plants a vial and my like frame rate drops like 20. I'm like, all right, that was cool.
That's hype. I don't know what I'm doing if I play against you.
And B9 manages to get the bounty rune by out-clicking Lumiere, but they're gonna try and turn it around. Frugos, plus with the rotation from Italiano Gangster, so we'll force them away.
Yep. B9 will be able to walk out of the range of that one and TP up in the top lane. And Theodore Core is going to put the harass off on the stone bank here. B9 would, be amazing at contesting it if he wasn't sitting at almost no HP.
Yeah.
Instead, he'll walk back for now so he can salve up. Doesn't want to tank a couple auto attacks alongside his scatter blast once he comes off cooldown. Oh my god, I missed that one down on the bottom lane. Burgos managed to find Lumiere.
Well, yeah, overwhelming odds plus Fade Bolt at the exact same time, I guess, was enough to pop him. So very sick find.
Actually, they weren't at the... There's like a 2-second gap.
Top lane, dude. Both these side lanes are just a bloodbath right now. They're all super low. All right, let's take a look at mid. Destroyer on the Pango up against Analog's Invoker.
All things fall.
I mean, there's not much to say at this point. I think early lane Invoker definitely have the advantage. Range attacks, whatnot, but he's getting out CS at the moment from Destroyer. He's just got more base damage than him.
Yeah, that'll get quickly fixed once he gets a couple more levels, thanks to Invoker's ridiculous int gain.
Yeah. Not if he misses tornadoes like that, though. I mean, he managed to secure CS with it, but definitely want to get as much harass possible off out of this Pango. Does have the bottle coming out, so that alongside the 2-minute water runes will top him back up. Down in the bottom lane, Brogos is on the wrong side of the creep wave here. He's going to take a lot of damage because of this.
Yeah, nice Frostbite. Doesn't actually have mana for anything else, so Italiano Gangster's going to try and dish some of this damage right back, but you're right. Frugos, taking a lot of damage there.
Top lane, They're going to put some damage into Stonebank here, but once he retreats under the tower, they're not going to follow him in. Instead, try to stay on top of the core.
Does it? Yeah, he's just doing what he wants here, just running at him. A lot of creeps though, soaking up some of those battery assault attacks though. So he's gonna back off, pop his salve. He has gone through a lot of regen in this lane already, and just has another tango dropped on him with a. Ooh, Core does not have the mana at the moment for this fire snap cookie, so he needs to back. Oh, B9 kind of got baited there.
Yep. Core started with boots, so B9 isn't able to gap the distance. Unless you get on top of him and start getting with those mini stuns, then you're just going to be able to walk away from him. Bottom lane, Gardic manages to pull the way back to the tower by getting the creep wave, so now in a much easier position for Lumiere and Gardic to find a kill. And you're going to try to put the hurt onto Frogos here, and he's going to be zoned back to his building, it looks like. But still, not easy to find the kills on the Crystal Maiden. From Crystal Maiden onto the Legion Commander. As once he hits his level 3, he's probably going to put a point to press the attack and he'll be able to dispel the Frostbite and the Crystal Novas.
Well, there it is. Frostbite right into that Blood Right. They will be able to take down that Rubik. Mid lane, a lot of fighting as well.
And in top lane, B9 actually ticks out to Doom. Ends up putting an early point into Infernal Blade. So it goes 1 Scorched Earth, 1 Infernal, and B9 ticks out.
I think this is the best way to play this here. I think you just go 1-1-1 max Scorched Earth. It's so strong. It's so much damage.
What are they doing?
They're wanting to dive here. B9 with a great cogs, though. Stonebank is pretty much out of resources, but a cookie to buy him a little bit of space, and he's going to mango up his core here to try and give him some room to heal, but Core just finishes him off underneath the tower.
Does his best, but unfortunately just ends up melting. In the bottom lane, Fergus ends up cleaning up the courier thanks to that Deep Observer ward he ended up placing, but he might find himself in trouble in a second here. Lumiere's going to try to run him down. Only a single point in thirst doesn't give him a ton of movement speed, though.
Yeah, for this lane, actually interesting. Making the extra points into Blood Right makes sense. Normally, we see carry players or Bloodseeker players in general just max the thirst, but when you have the setup from Crystal Maiden, so much damage. Dude, Analog and Destroyer. Oh, he misses this tornado again.
Well, Core now getting run down by B9 again. He does have the boots, so B9 isn't able to get any auto attacks off in between those power cog hits and be able to walk away. Destroyer in the mid lane. The dive Analog here.
Yeah, Analog has been kind of teasing him. He's got the magic wand and a raindrop, so
yeah, if he commits the shield crash, it's just barely gonna do any damage to him.
Yeah.
Top. One to Vitaly here, who also has raindrop.
That's a cookie. Into the scatter blast. B9 goes down. Doom does a lot of right click damage. People kind of forget that at times.
77. Very slow attack speed though. They come up pretty slowly. They did get buffed a while ago. I want to say recently, but I feel like it's not recent anymore. He used to have one of the lowest agility growth rates in the game. I think it was like tied with Skyrath and Tiny's old one and Undying, but it's now 1.5.
Yeah, it's funny how Ricky is one of the lowest in the game.
Yeah, but he does have very low base attack time on Doom.
True. I like the cloak aura he's picked up here. Yeah, for the rune, Frugos gonna get chased down. Analog grabs that kill.
No one uses this opportunity to dive Vitaly up in the top lane, but instead Core TP's up here pretty quickly. It looked like Vitaly was trying to give Core the opportunity to throw a cookie out onto him, but I don't think Grandma realized what Vitaly had in mind, so Clockwork is going to be able to get away.
Legion's having a great time bottom. Actually, top net worth here.
Yeah, top of the CS chart. Kind of surprised he's recovered like that, but again, definitely in the top lane. Just finding kill after kill onto B9 here.
Did Analog
this
just
time
rush
with
the
the rotation
Midas?
of Analog?
Okay, no. I was like, man, that was going to be super fast. I didn't see what he had, but no, he's just going to finish his treads here. Pretty much standard stuff for the Invokers.
Yeah. Actually, it's more normal we see him finish like the brown boots and then go into Midas immediately after that. Instead, he opts to go extra attack speed. I mean, it'll help short term, but it'll stop him from leveling his stats, which is one of the reasons why invokers always do go for this Midas.
I think when you are Quas Wex, the treads pays off pretty well. Top lane, another go here onto the Doom, cookies him on forward, catches the Medusa, not necessarily where he wanted to be as the snake comes out to finish him off. And finally, they grab themselves something in the top lane. Meanwhile, bottom lane, the duel came out onto Gardic. It wasn't enough to secure the victory, but they do kill the Crystal Maiden anyway.
Scanning around for enemies.
Now Analog rotating behind it. I'll try to attack the courier, and that'll end up giving Analog away. So I'm not sure they're going to find this kill off onto either the Medusa or the Clockwork. Although you're sitting pretty low on mana on Stonebank, you might just want to go for this.
I mean, Delacor's, he's wanting to. Cookie off the mark. Analog's going to get caught here by the Clockwork, but nice tornado to catch two. EMP's coming through. Going to be able to connect there. The question is, will they chase for more? Absolutely. Vitaly with the level 3 Scorched Earth. More than enough damage.
Lumiere's rotating in, sitting beside the tower. I mean, this is the perfect target to rupture. Just go for it, my man.
Yeah, they got the.
He's waiting for as
now.
many people to set up as he can.
Yeah, perfectly done. Pops the invis, but of course Thirst granting that vision that they need. And now Frugos, tornado in 2. They could go for the dive here.
Yeah, they will.
He's got a cookie to try and set it up. Doesn't actually get close enough. Scatterblast not going to be committed as well as they back off. Meanwhile, B9 will be able to punish Gardic underneath the tower. Kill go in the way of Stonebank there.
I guess just not fast enough to be able to connect onto them there. B9 could find himself in a little bit of trouble. He walks up the hill into Analog and Delacore, unfortunately. And
Frugos is here as well. They've got a lot of damage. And they should be able to pull him back. There's Destroyer coming in on the Pangolier. Bloodright coming through. It's going to snap onto all 3. They got the dust, though, for Analog into the duel. They were waiting the whole time for Italiano to make that rotation on over. There's going to be your first duel victory of the game as he continues to hold that top net worth position.
He's pushing a Blade Mail right now instead of going for a Blink Dagger this first item.
I love it.
I don't know. I mean, they did buff this. I don't know. Damage is going to be pretty important here, but you need a way of initiating fights. Top lane, Vitaly ends up dropping the Doom off onto Rubik, runs him down, and he finishes up his Midas.
That's nice. That feels good.
Yeah, flying out to him now. Mid lane, Lumiere getting gone on by Destroyer, who just gets ruptured right after, and now I think he dies to the Invoker.
Yeah, at some point. There's not a whole lot you can do. Ooh, perfectly waiting out that rupture time. Gets away at the last second.
Yeah.
And they'll refill the bottle here with the TP in from B9, so Destroyer will be just fine. Actually, smoke up.
I don't know what they find with this one. I'm going to be real with you. They do have a hookshot on Clockwork, but Pingo throw out one swashbuckle before he's forced to get back.
I mean, finding Invoker would be huge.
Yeah.
Stonebank gonna walk into them. They do manage to get the vision onto Analog. The hookshot again, it's available. He's gonna let it rip, and Progress on the backside here. Cookie to send him out of the cogs, and that will just mean Delacore sacrifices himself in the process.
I'll kill you again.
All by himself over there. Bottom lane, Italiano Gangster finishes up his Blade Mail, and he's just gonna stand his ground against the Doom here. Pops the Blade Mail, and unfortunately not confident enough to actually drop the duel onto him. He's going to step back instead. And inside the river, they smoke up on Frugos, Destroyer, B9, nothing to make a movement into the jungle. If they connect with Lumia, that could be big, but...
Oh my god, this river looks terrible.
Find somebody here, right? It's just over pollution. They've dropped too many river vials in there. Nature can no longer sustain it. It's very sad.
Bottom lane, B9, hook shots not up for 5 more seconds, so holding off for the moment.
Then he's thinking about just getting back. In fact, he is going to. I think everyone will get back now. In the mid lane, Analog kind of far forward. B9 puts himself in the river. He could land a hook shot off to him, finding kill alongside Destroyer.
So one thing to note, Analog actually went back for the urn as well, so it has really slowed down his Midas, and he is over a full level behind the Pangolier. In the river here, they will grab the initiation onto Pango, and That's just a kill. He could not get that Rolling Thunder off, and now Vitaly gonna jump into the jungle here to try and chase after B9. Cogs does come down. They steal Mortimer Kisses. Oh, the damage from the Rubik. He sniped one, he sniped two. Can they find the third? They do. Dilakor now on the run. Italiano Gangster gonna try and chase. Frugos, oh my god, a triple kill. And the Blade Mail to return the damage.
Wait, how did the Blade Mail even return that damage?
Oh,
Or
yeah.
did he just get zapped?
Oh yeah, that was a lot of damage return off the Blade Mail. I think, wasn't it? Oh no, it was just the zap. Holy god.
Yeah. I thought it was the Blade Mail that killed him, but I think maybe he just died as the zap hit him before the Blade Mail damage connected there. Anyways, a lot of kills going the way of DogChamp. I don't know. Hokori was looking good last game, but now 4K net worth advantage on the side of DogChamp. It's a good start. You need a lot more time for this Medusa to come online, though. Stonebank, he is not there yet.
Dude, this Legion's about to have a blink. Like literally 20 gold away. And at that point, this game becomes very scary because Italiano Gangster being able to snowball here on the Legion. If he can find some more early duels, is huge. He just picked up his like level 10 like bonus duel damage talent, so that's huge. Destroyer's almost got his defusal as well, just about 400 gold away.
These 10 talents suck ass.
What, Legions?
Yeah.
Dude, they're both really good.
I don't know.
Plus 8 bonus duel. It's literally like almost doubling the amount of duel damage you get per duel win. You realize that 80% increase in duel damage until like level 12. And even then, it's pretty substantial. Oh, unlucky there. Well, they will still be able to chase down this Crystal Maiden. It's only a matter of time as the blink's going to come through. Ends up jumping right in. There's the duel victory for Italiano Gangster as he claims that extra 18 damage. The Mortimer Kisses onto Clockwork, but nice 4-staff save there from Frugos. So he's out. He's fine.
Yeah. No way to finish him off. Not enough points in Exhort to be able to throw a Sunstrike onto B9, and he knows it, so he just walks straight back to base, regardless of the Thirst Vision that's on him. Well, unfortunate, and I guess the dual damage talent is worth it if you're always finding the duels, but
Yep.
8 damage compared to like the utility of the extra dual cast range, I don't know, man. I
mean, I think it's pretty good. The dual cast range was kind of like broken in my opinion. Like I don't know how else to describe it. It was way too strong. But yeah, I mean it's a 80% increase in dual damage and then 45% or something at the next level. Like it's still really strong finding duels, so they're gonna keep playing together. They have Mortimer Kisses available on Frugos for just a couple more seconds, but they're not gonna find their target, and that will end up expiring. So
yeah,
they're
I mean
just
he
gonna
loses
beeline for
in the middle
anyway.
of casting it as well, and they'll find him and get more dual damage.
Yep, absolutely, up to 66.
Well, looking kind of scary with the amount of damage he has. Now going for his BKB as his next item. He's just gonna be jumping on the Invoker at the start of these fights in team fights.
He can, yeah, any hero he finds at the start of the fight will probably die once he has BKB. Once you have BKB, he can probably solo most heroes.
Speaking of Invoker, he's now finally got the gold for his Hand of Midas. Coming up pretty
mid
late.
lane. Oh, the cogs from B9. That's the first time we've seen him do that. Unlucky. He's usually so on point with those cogs, but actually saves the Doom there.
It's getting late. This is his 4th game in a row. Maybe he scrimmed before he started today to warm up.
Yep, bottom lane, there it is. Blink duel. He's caught the Invoker, and there it is. Just solos him, 100-0. 94 duel damage now on Italiano. This is going to be a real problem for Hokori to deal with.
Yeah. When it's scaling this fast, you're finding this many duel victories. Man, I sound like an asshole now. I'm like, man, this talent is garbage. I never want to see a Legion Commander go for this. What is this guy thinking? I remember when I said all those things, but
yeah, and he's just already got
duel damage.
24 of which is from the talent.
Now I sound like an asshole. I don't know.
It's all right. Ward placed up on the high ground. I mean, Hokori did know that this was coming. Can B9 hit the hookshot? They don't want to dive too far, so they will just back away. They might scout out this ward. Nah, they'll just let it go. That's going to be a really nice Philosopher's Stone drop there. I'm curious who they end up giving it to, but...
We'll have to see. I mean, Destroyer is pretty scary right now. He's got Lance of Pursuit and a Diffusal Blade. I feel like a single Swashbuckle does way too much damage at the moment.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Ooh, mid lane. They're actually going in. Roll up into the Rolling Thunder. The Doom comes out, but it's not in time. He did manage to connect with it. Gardic's going to go down first. B9's looking for his hookshot target. The question is, will they find it? DD gets dropped. There's a duel up on the hop side. He found Invoker solo once again. A complete 100-0 from Italiano. And Gardic. Oh, I'm not Gardic. Bloody Nine looking for his target. It's just both, you know, both teams have been playing the clockwork. It's been a long day.
Yeah.
And with these last two duels, Invoker has died basically back to back. He does have his Midas, of course, but you're up to 122 duel damage.
I will now say that the dual damage is an issue. Now you can kill. He killed the Invoker by himself.
He did it bottom too
Pango,
already.
Yeah, I mean the Pango didn't assist at all there. Like not whatsoever. He killed him in just the duel by itself after the overwhelming odds.
Italiano ruptured at bottom. He's got Blade Mail. He can actually do a lot of damage back to Lumiere. He's just gonna do it.
He's just going to.
Oh, he held on. Yeah, that's not what you wanted to do.
All right, the dual damage now goes the way of Bloodseeker. Bad talent when you give the enemy 28 damage.
Yeah, dueling him is not what I meant. It was more of like, I expected him to like press the attack himself and Blade Mail and run. And just do a lot of like Blade Mail damage back to the Bloodseeker.
I think he was overestimating how strong he was right there. Like, you feel really good at this point.
Yeah, that is a really not good death, for sure. Top lane Vitaly, he's got BKBTP, but there's a Clockwork. He's looking for him. And Stonebank into the trees. Oh, no!
Oh, it's off. Can he get the...
No. Man,
to see it.
Stone. So that is the one thing I hate about Dota's auto pathing is if a path is blocked, even if you can't see that it's blocked, your hero just auto paths the other way, and it makes no sense. Mid lane. Oh, another roll up into a potential Rolling Thunder here.
Yeah, I mean he'll get this one off. Like you're not gonna be able to interrupt it with the Frostbite at this point. And this is like half the point of picking up the Aghanim Shard this quickly. He's just magic immune. Nothing to do about this. And Crystal Maiden is probably dead for it as well. Very unlucky. I mean, Theolacor did his best to try to throw out the Fire Snap cookie off onto him, but again, he's going to be immune for this thing as well. And Legion Commander coming in is going to be able to connect the duel with him as soon as a Rolling Thunder connects with the CM, but potentially just look for Invoker on the back side of the fight.
I imagine they're just going to duel the CM. I don't think he's going to find the Invoker.
Yeah, if Invoker turns and runs right away, which he should after this game unpauses, they're not going to find the Invoker. Like the duel will just come off of the CM. Legion Commander will get another 28 dual damage, and he'll be at 150 at that point. And the DogChamp heroes will rejoice.
Yeah.
All right, they're good to go. And watch this be an absolute disaster for Gardic.
In we go. There's the blink. The duel comes through. Destroyer. He manages to find Analog. Maybe they can clean him up. Do they have detection? They do not. So they'll just back away.
Wait.
Vitaly. Wait a minute.
Detection.
Oh, B9's caught Vitaly. Cookie will send him forward, but he's got no hook shot. Can they actually just turn this kill into more? They can. They grab one. Italiano pops his BKB. He gets ruptured up as Lumiere. He gets stolen ruptured. He's on the back line trying to run away from this Medusa, and he's just going to die instead. Doom comes out onto the Legion.
Legion's just going to stand his ground here.
And Destroyer continuing the chase here. Analog should be able to get away now that Gardic is here. And into the big freezing field, but a beautiful roll up right away. Swashbuckles away. And Gardic. Ooh, Vitaly did finish off Italiano with the Doom.
Yeah. Tornado ended up connecting with him on the backside after the Doom did. Still had the urn on him as well. So Doom ends up ticking him out. Thankfully, it was level 2, doing 45 pure damage second. It ended up being just barely enough. I think it was second last tick that finished him off.
So Stonebank went for the is going for the butterfly, which, like I said, this is usually one of those builds you go for if you're playing against like Doom or PL or different types of mana burn. You're just like, screw it, forget stats, I'll just build like effective HP in other forms, right?
Yeah, it really lets you stand your ground and when you're doomed up. When it lets you deal with the EMP reasonably well too. So I'll probably go for life steal or something like that after the butterfly is done, if no one on his team ends up building up a Vlad's. I'd really like to see a Vlad's from somebody, but I'm just not sure who builds it.
Smoke behind Stonebank in the mid lane. They want more dual damage. It's not enough what they've done so far. They do know Lumiere is top. Italian on Gangster. His smoke's gonna pop. He gets caught. Gonna instantly purge that. Try and find these heroes. Oh, the hook shot. It's caught onto the Bloodseeker. No way. He gets the BKB, and the hook from Destroyer as well will be more than enough as they get the second B9. He's an op main, dude. He's got his sights set.
And has been connecting a lot of the hook shots. They missed a couple here and there, but pretty consistent, I gotta say. Medusa finds a double damage rune right outside the pit and finishes his butterfly. They'll make very quick work of this Roshan.
Yeah, that's going to be no problem at all for them. They grab that Aegis for Stonebank. The thing is like Legion's duel is so short cooldown, these 50 seconds, where it's like, it's so scary to be anywhere on the map. Thelecor does have a Blink Dagger now.
He's got a TP shortly. They scan him out. They're going to find him. They're going to find him.
Oh, gosh. Oh, no, the flares, man. Another duel win.
They know.
They instantly TP bottom. Question is, will Destroyer catch them? He's going to get caught by the Doom. Comes out right away, but Italian Gangster is here on the Legion Commander. Yeah, you might lose the Pango, which he's taking a ton of damage.
They won't. He healed up so quickly.
A hook shot came through as well. It's stopping Lumiere from getting in range. Clockwork actually saving Pango. Get down, Mr. President. Lumiere's still hungry. He wants to go for more. He's got the Rupture. He'll get the ward up onto the high ground here. Stonebank coming through. Tyana Gangster actually takes down Doom on the far side. There's the Rupture. Big freezing field, but Destroyer with the roll-up. He's going to be able to find Lumiere potentially. Stone Gaze? They caught him? From that angle?
Yeah, I don't know. The angle... It extends to a pretty obtuse angle, the Stone Gaze. I've been turned the other way and it's connected with me before.
Yeah, that I did not know how I got caught on the Stone Gaze there, and I'm sure Lumiere is also just as confused, but
I think it also lingers for like a fraction of a second as well. I've been like turned the opposite way of Medusa, and I think I've been frozen.
Yeah,
because like the turn rate partially completed. But anyways, just massive healing coming out for the press the attack alongside like B9 being able to block them from coming up onto him. So
and look at Legion bottom, dude. Has Shadowblade completed, going for the Silver Edge, just waiting for anybody to show.
Yeah,
instead he's gonna go top. Yeah, he's gonna find Thelecor.
Yeah, he saw Thelecor walking up this way underneath that deep observer ward planted by Frogos a while ago. More dual damage gonna go his way. He's now at 244.
Neph, what do you feel about that talent, by the way?
I think what you're seeing is a placebo effect.
Ah, yes, of course, of course.
Yeah.
Because 244 damage. I think he's won like 10 duels now. So
something
like
that.
80 of that damage is from the talent at this point.
It's hard to keep track when there's been so many duels that have happened.
Yeah. Flare scouting top lane here around Legion Commander. Just he's like, yeah, you know, if you see something, you can probably kill it. Wait, oh my gosh, he had his boots dropped on the ground.
Who did?
The Snapfire. He had no idea. He had like dropped the boots to like get some mana back really quick. When he killed him, they were just sitting on the ground in the trees over there.
Oh, I didn't even notice that.
I mean, dude, that would have been devastating for the Snapfire.
How did I not notice that?
I mean, I don't know. I didn't either. I was like curious why the courier was there. Oh, gets the duel anyway. Quick 4 auto attacks, disarm coming out just a smidgen too late.
Radiant's throwing all they've got at Dire's bottom tower. If you've always hated
Okay,
Radiant's
the
middle
boots have
tower,
made
I
it
get
safely back onto the Snapfire.
B9 playing with Vitaly top lane, forces the BKB. He has to TP on home.
Bottom tower is in
All right, DogChamp are 13,000 gold ahead. A little bit of a reversal from last game. Stonebank just walking onto the high ground here. Going to lose a lot of his mana, all of his mana, but still has the Aegis, plus an Eye of Scotty now just recently completed. Dude, Frugos stole Doom.
Yes, indeedy.
Dude, this, I mean, he is a Grandmaster Rubik player, so Frugos always has his eyes open for those big spells that he wants, but I'll be honest, I did not expect to see him to steal Doom. Do you think he just dooms the Doom? Right?
Yeah.
Prevent the
Before
Doom from ever
can
coming
get the
out?
Doom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You've got Lincolns on
the Doom is
analog.
going to be able to use Doom.
Okay, Neff, I get it. You like the name Doom.
Looks like the Dire figured out where Radiant's
It looks like they want to smoke up.
Timing on the Aegis is why, right? They see Stonebank,
Yeah.
24 seconds remaining on this one. He kind of just
Yeah.
needs to back off and let this Aegis expire.
Yeah,
They're gonna
very
scout
low on-
Vitaly. Italian
the
Gangster?
Smoke is popped.
Dude, just do it. Just do it. They're gonna find him instead, and he gets doomed. Oh no. He was playing with his food for just a little bit too long, but they're
Rubik's
gonna go
goes
in
Doom
now.
again.
Big damage coming from the Medusa. They're gonna buy back here on the Snapfire. Italian Gangster.
Invoker.
He's dead. Yeah, they're gonna buy back. There's the Mortem Kisses on the backside doing some work. They do manage to find the break on the Aegis Restoration. And Medusa falls front side of the fight. Pango trying to get away here from Lumiere. Stolen Freezing Field from the Rubik does some damage, but Destroyer still managed to stay alive thanks to the hook shot there from B9. They get the Bloodseeker as well. Vitaly comes in. He's going to regret this one. Does have the BKB, though. Trying to just chase him down with the Scorch. Oh, no. Force stabs him the wrong way. Tosses him out. He gets the roll-up. Is he going to survive? Stolen Scorched Earth there from Frugos. Does some damage, but Vitaly's going to burn him down instead.
That is the first time I've ever seen that interaction. He force tapped him in the middle of his swashbuckle, interrupting it. That is like a next level grief right there.
double kill.
Yeah, that was very weird.
Oh no. I mean, he had the best intentions.
That was still the best fight Hokori have gotten in a long time.
Yeah, I mean, you
4 for
started
4, but
your initiation
yeah.
was so good. You get Legion Commander before she gets anything off. She had to have realized when everyone paused right there that
I mean,
They
they
were on
all
top of her.
smoked. Like, they're all smoked. You see 4 of them, and it's like, I was confused. I was like, he's just gonna BKB duel the Doom right now, right? Like, am
Yeah,
I
but
crazy? And he
hesitated
just
a little bit too long.
waited.
Bounty.
So yeah, that was a little bit strange.
They get that. They clear out the Medusa pretty quickly as well. Frogos did an amazing job in the last team fight. He ended up re-stealing Doom to refresh the duration on it. Got off the
Nice,
Invoker,
deafening
then got a
blast there
freezing
from
field, too.
Analog. It's gonna be enough to keep Delacor alive during this duel. Rupture's gonna come out onto Italiano, and he's trying to just hold his ground, but oh, there's the break. He's still dead. Sunstrike on the mark,
Dasher.
2 fall. All right, DogChamp, y'all need to chill.
Yeah, they're bringing it back now. So I think they're realizing that they've been going a little bit too hard on these ones, a little bit overconfident. Now I think they'll play a bit smarter again, but this is giving Hokori time to recover and build a couple of items.
That's a massive
That-
gold swing. I mean, they were 13,000 ahead. This Goldie's been cutting completely in half.
Thankfully, Roshan not going to respawn yet. That would be a real tragedy for DogChamp if they lost 2 quick fights and then a Roche.
Destroyer
But it
almost
just-
has Blink. All right, we on some pretty big items here for the Radiant. Lumiere is closing in on a MKB, which will be really nice to help him deal with the Medusa. Of course, Analog's had that Lincoln's for a while, just trying to get the Shard. He has just not had a great game, but Doom on his way to his Octarine.
Standing on its last brick.
Yeah. Does have the...
Hook shot through. B9 has managed to catch the Bloodseeker. The BKB comes out instantly as a response. There's going to be the Rupture. Vitaly on the backside gets caught by the Stomp as well. Huge damage from the Mortimer Kisses, and Stonebank unable to help. They're chain feeding, man.
He doesn't even commit Doom for that one.
No.
He's still got that one available. The best thing you could do right now is set up around the Roche, but then look for another kill after you establish vision there. It's going to be 2 minutes on this respawn timer, but with Clockwork and Rubik both gone and Doom still available, you should try to pick off another core.
Dude, this is like one of those things where like you get put on like alternating death timers, and that is a massive problem.
We're just farming so much more of the map right now in Hokori as well when you're on these alternating death timers.
It's funny. Legion like picked up the blast rig and then was like, wait a minute, I actually don't want the blast rig.
Yes, they're still pretty afraid of the Legion commander, though.
Yeah, they have to be as 5. Legion just still solo kills any hero.
Why? There's no way Legion commander is going for the quickening charm instead of the blast rig. Someone else must have wanted it.
Blast rig's a grief, man. As soon as you duel someone, they miss. Yeah, they just miss all their attacks. Your blade mail does nothing. So you actually like the quickening charm is just super good. 45-second duel cooldown, lower cooldown, BKB, blink, silver edge, everything. It's great.
I feel like quickening charm is just as much of a grief.
This will do nicely.
I mean, yeah, you could give it to one of your other heroes, but
Clockwork is holding onto a ring of Aquila instead. The only reason he might have that is he wants mana regen, which I kind of get, but I think you'd much rather have the blast rig on Clockwork.
yeah, I'd probably swap him on the Pango, right? Pango take the quickening charm and Legion take the cloak, maybe. But both teams smoked up, trying to play around this Roche timing. It is huge. Question is, are they going to find anyone? They do see Lumiere in the mid lane. That's a huge duel. He's going to go in, and that is just so fast. Bloodseeker goes down, hook shot. Bloody Nine's found him. They grab the Snapfire as well as Destroyer. He's looking for Gardic here. Gonna get the Force Staff out. All right, both supports will survive. Nice save there.
Yeah, getting the low ground the other side is a clean escape, but losing a carry is not good. And Roche is going to respawn, and Fergo scouts this one out as well.
Yeah. Stolen Blood Rage, not the most exciting talent to steal, but pretty decent. You know, they can put that one on the Legion or something.
That's exactly what he's going to do. Extra attack speed is going to make quick work of this Roche when you've got plus 320 damage.
All right, Aegis on the deck. The Shard as well. The Stone Bank will grab both, as he has a completed Daedalus, I think. Yeah, on Courier.
Flying out to him right now. So he's going to sit on top of the high ground and whittle away on these towers. Anyone shows themselves, Italian or Gangster hopped on top of it. If they try to jump the Medusa, you press the attack on the Medusa.
All right, that's an Ags on the Snapfire. That is not bad.
It's a save. It's really good against duel. I should have mentioned this one earlier. Being able to gobble somebody up in the middle of duel.
Yeah, blink right into the duel, cancel. It instantly cancels it too. Like the duel just stops.
Yeah, the only thing you need is a little bit more cast range, so you don't just die as you blink in and interrupt the duel. Because like Dialocor at this point gives his life to somebody else, but he's going for the Aether Lens next.
The Medusa with Blood Rage and press the attack on the high ground. Watch this.
Yeah, so maybe this Blood Rage is a little bit scarier than you thought originally. Perhaps it is one of the better abilities you can have while they're trying to siege the high ground.
Stone Bank. Gonna get his mana burn here, of course, by the Invoker, but yeah, press the attack. Blood Rage just still doing work. Drops him inside of the Ice Wall. Oh my gosh, he's going the instant duel. There's gonna be the cancel, but they pull him instead.
Taunted.
Oh! He gets a perfect Rolling Thunder from Destroyer. They're both gone. And Medusa just standing her ground with that Stone Gaze, freezing that Bloodseeker in place. They take down Gardic, 3 dead. The Doom comes in. He's got the Ags.
He swallowed up Italio Gangster to get him out, but Italio Gangster didn't realize he walked right into the meatball.
Oh, Frugos. What a gamer. But, yeah, Italiana Gangster did not realize what was going on there. Didn't end up surviving. But, yeah, that is a huge win now as they just turn to the tier 3 top. Pretty much every spell off of Hokori has been committed at this point. They still got an Aegis for quite a while.
Yeah.
Frugos stole War Stomp.
I mean, it's not going to feel great jumping in on something, but still has its uses as well.
Oh, hook shot. B9, just having some fun finding Gardic. Instantly gets out. Oh, wait a minute. I don't know about this one, Doom. You do not have a BKB, and this Medusa does a lot of damage.
He War Stomped.
Is that what he did? Oh my god, you're right. Yeah, he telekinesis War Stomped and Force Staffed out. What a player. Right, 2 lanes of barracks down.
Man, Frugos has been like on and off playing the game. Grandmaster Rubik, you learn to adapt to every situation.
Yeah, Stone Bank. Again, 2 more minutes on the Aegis. Still feeling incredibly strong up on the high ground. 3 seconds for a Stone Gaze, so on his second life, going to be able to play with a lot. Tornado, EMP, not going to connect here in the bottom lane as, oh, the gobble up, scouting for sure, but the Medusa just, again, standing her ground. Destroyer, Rolling Thunder. He's going to go in for sure, right? They've got to. The Stone Gaze comes off, though. Lumiere, he's just going to get crushed. The Daedalus doing way too much damage. 2 dead. A third now falling as well. And Destroyer keeps searching for on the backside. Thelacor trying to escape, but it's a triple kill for the Pango with that newly completed Aghanim Scepter. And the GG comes out, and DogChamp will tie that series 1-1, making Hokori's life on the line here. A little scary.
Yeah, really this 2-0, and after the first game, it was looking like this would be very easy for them. I'm not so much a fan of the Legion Commander, but he put in work this game. Looked dicey for a moment. It was chain feeding a couple of times, but managed to secure the game, bring it back again. A lot of work by Fergus at the end, but again, a lot of people on their signature hero, this Medusa, ended up just destroying them. This is what happens when she gets free farmed and you don't have a hero that is amazing at dealing with it.
Yeah, this was super sick.
Yeah, surprising me. I mean, this is what we saw like early phase 1 and what I expected after seeing them play against 5 Rat in a bunch of different tournaments. Like, this is a really good team on a good day. And, with Stonebank on their team again, yes, he didn't have power for a little while, but it's exactly what I expected before. So this team, just when you think that that they don't look so hot, they pull off a game like this.
Yeah.
It's real fun to watch.
Yep, absolutely. I mean, like you said, DogChamp on a good day is really strong. If they can nail down that consistency, this will be a really scary team going into the DPC. So let's see what they can do. But that is our third of only 4 series here tonight. So we still have one more coming up next. It is Infinity taking on 5 Rat 4 Staff. I have been super excited for this series as they are both tied at the top of the groups here at 8-2. So it's going to let us know, if they go 1-1, how evenly matched they are, or if we're going to finally see one of these teams start to pull away as the overall leader going into phase 3. But until then, we're going to be on a very short break, and we'll be back with our 4th and final game of the evening, everyone. So, yeah, we'll see you then.